You know, we did want to get into some other Oscar talk, some of the more interesting stuff.
We've been searching for it.
The montage pieces that went on forever. Jon Stewart did an unbelievable job.
He's getting mixed reviews. Some people saying he ruled, some people saying he sucked. Yeah.
I thought he was great. I thought he kept it very entertaining because, you know, they start off with a bang and then it's like 2 hours of filler and then they finally give you, you know, 3 awards, the big 3 awards in the last 2 minutes of the show.
The people that were bashing him didn't say that he did a bad job. They were just saying that he, Hollywood can't take self-deprecating humor anymore, if they ever could. And his act is a lot of that, is making fun of Hollywood in a light-hearted way, but they just don't get the jokes. They're above that kind of thing. They take themselves so seriously.
Yeah, they have a hard time laughing at themselves.
Yeah, and any political bias that is, left, if you make a joke about the left or the Democrats, they really don't find it funny.
Right.
You make a Republican joke, they'll laugh their asses off.
Right.
So he was making a couple of, jokes about the left. And they didn't go over very well.
He's got balls. I want to play this for Jimmy. This will outrage you a little bit, I think.
I am outraged.
I thought the joke was pretty good, right?
Is it the first 2 hours of this show?
Well, it was almost like a Sean Penn moment again.
Yeah.
So he jokes about Hollywood and how they're out of touch with the rest of the country, basically. I'll play it for you.
Okay.
And then George Clooney goes up and kind of indirectly comments about that. It was just a joke. Will you fucking just laugh at it?
They are, I will say this, an awful audience because they have no ability. This is why I fucking hate most actors. They have no ability to self-deprecate. Their idea of self-deprecation is to go, oh, God, I'm not beautiful. But you know you are. They have no ability to fucking self-deprecate. And for real. Chris Rock was funny what he said. Tim Robbins, when he's not dazzling with his acting, he's boring us with his politics. That was fucking hilarious. Yes. What a great smash to his face.
And then Sean Penn gets up and has to preach like it was a legitimate jab at somebody.
Well, he made fun of Jude Law. And Sean Penn goes, he's one of our fine... Because Chris Rock is like, who is Jude Law?
Yeah.
And I guess he's basically saying this guy burst on the scene. Who the fuck is he? He's all of a sudden he's here. And stupid, literal ass Sean Penn. He's one of our fine... Is he? Is that who he is?
Do you really have to defend
Jude Bucket?
So, maybe there's not much to this, but here's the Jon Stewart joke, and then we'll play what George Clooney had to say.
If they got mad at him, it's a miracle, because they are so in tune with Jon Stewart politically, and I'm sure they all have The Daily Show. It's amazing they got pissed at him.
Jon Stewart is a little left-leaning. Come on, of course.
But I have to say, I'm from New York, and I've been out here a week, and I have had a great time. I really mean that. And a lot of people say that this town is too liberal, out of touch with mainstream America. An atheistic pleasure dome. A modern-day beachfront Sodom and Gomorrah. A moral black hole where innocence is obliterated in an endless orgy of sexual gratification and greed. I don't really have a joke here. I just thought you should know a lot of people are saying that. I've been to the parties. There you go.
Funny.
Now you're talking.
So now he's, I got to change, so he got a great reaction off that.
Yeah.
By most of the people in the audience. They were enjoying it. They were enjoying his material. He killed there, right? And then George Clooney went up to accept his little statuette, and this is what he had to say.
And finally, I would say that, we are a little bit out of touch in Hollywood every once in a while, I think. It's probably a good thing. We're the ones who talk about AIDS when it was just being whispered, and we talked about civil rights when it wasn't really popular. And we
really?
Yeah, did you?
We bring up subjects. We were the ones. This Academy, this group of people gave Hattie McDaniel an Oscar in 1939 when blacks were still sitting in the backs of theaters. I'm proud to be a part of this Academy.
Oh, shut
proud
your
to be part of the
fucking
community.
face!
I'm
At least
proud
you
to
knew
be
where
out
to
of touch.
sit where you could hear the
Thank
movie,
you
the front of the
so
theater.
much for this.
Wait, I missed that. What did he say?
Oh, Anthony said at least you knew to sit where you could hear the movie in the front of the theater, meaning the blacks were yapping in the back. Oh, God, you self-righteous ass.
Oh, my God.
You guys missed the ending, which he sums up, and this is sort of the jab at Jon Stewart's joke.
Proud to be a part of this academy. Proud to be part of this community, and proud to be out of touch. And I thank you so much for this.
You sheltered motherfuckers, you're out of touch. Big deal, you fucking threw an Oscar to a black lady who played a maid. Wow, there's a big stretch.
Was that her
I think from Gone with the Wind, am I correct?
Yeah,
oh, wow, look at that. Jimmy,
I don't know
nice.
nothing about birth and no babies.
Look, he had some nice things to say, but to tie it into Jon Stewart's joke, it's like, it's two different things.
Yeah,
Jon Stewart,
It's a joke, you
Jon
idiot.
Stewart had some great material there. Let it just sit. Let it sit. It got a great laugh. You didn't
And
have to
I'm
respond to that.
proud to be out of touch.
Go fuck yourself. Stop wallowing in emotionalism, you self-righteous bore. We get it. You're fucking Batman, shithead. I have XM. What's the one with the music? Lying cocksucker. Shut your face. God almighty. I can see if Jon Stewart shit on them and was self-righteous, but he was funny. He was poking fun at them.
Yeah.
As innocently as you can poke fun at these fucking idiots.
People do say that about Hollywood.
Because it's true.
And it's funny.
I'm so happy that I read Jimmy perfectly. I just had a feeling you would be pissed off by that one.
Am I correct, Hawk, with that?
The first African-American to win an Academy Award was Haiti McDaniel for her performance as Mammy.
And Gone with the Wind, right?
Mammy.
Yeah, and how about...
1939.
And what was the next one? 1960-something? You out-of-touch jizz buckets? You threw one black a fucking Oscar in the 30s, and then the next one was what? Sidney Poitier for was there another one before Sidney Poitier?
Yes, that would be James Baskett in 1948 for his performance as Uncle Remus on Disney Song of the South.
Was he one of the dead guys from last night?
What was that, a fucking...
He was.
What was that, a
Was
best
he one of the
supporting
dead guys?
actor?
I think so.
No, I don't think it was James Baskett. I don't know.
Best actor. The only first best actor award we given to a black was Sidney Poitier.
Sidney Poitier.
And you want to talk about how out of touch Hollywood is, the way they fucking caricature. Brando was right, by the way, when he said that they've caricatured everybody, and he said they never caricatured the Jews, but they probably have in their own way. But they're fucking the way they treat blacks in Hollywood, and this really annoys me. Is that they're so comfortable giving them certain roles. You understand? They paint them as like they're all pimps and they're all this, and that's what they get the awards for. They don't get the awards for playing things like Malcolm X or fucking a black guy who's shit on and emasculated by Hollywood. That make me sick.
Ray Charles.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, Ray Charles. That's true. But
Charles.
All right, let's go to Paul in Michigan really fast. Paul, what's up? Paul.
Paul or Bo?
You, the one that's on the phone.
All right. I wasn't sure if you were talking to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you guys catch that Tom Hanks when he was coming out to make an award presentation? It was right after Stewart said something about the jeans and Tom Hanks, and we hit him with a viola. It was a good sport. As he's walking out, he's looking over at Stewart, and it looks like he says "fucking bullshit."
Yeah, he said "fucking." I didn't see what else he mouthed.
Anthony brought this up in the office.
He was all pissed off. He came like storming onto the stage. Tom Hanks.
Okay.
Right when he came out, you could see his mouth go fucking something, and then he walks up to the podium and just kind of real quickly blurts out whatever he was supposed to say, the nominees, and then instantly said the award, steps over to the side like he was pissed at something.
Yeah, he wasn't a happy camper.
He was fucking pissed at something.
Probably some backstage cue that got screwed up.
Might have been, but man.
You think he was pissed off at Stewart's joke about the jeans?
Yeah, I was thinking that, but it wasn't really a joke about anything I could see Tom Hanks getting mad at.
What was the joke?
It was, I don't remember.
It was the guy that received the award for the Brokeback Mountain screenplay.
Yeah, he came up in blue jeans, and Jon Stewart's like, well, if I knew I could wear jeans, to the Oscars, he goes, oh, maybe next year. And then he said something about something you could throw at Tom Hanks' head.
No, he said, and the Mexican guy's been a real good sport. He let us hit him over the head with a viola. So, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, he let us hit him over the head with a viola.
What'd that mean?
That was a piece they did earlier.
Oh, it was?
Oh, that's not a slam on Hanks.
Yeah, basically they said, this year, if the people that are winning the awards go too long, They're going to do something different. And the musicians start coming on. And Tom Hanks now is making believe he won an Oscar. And as his speech is going on too long, the musicians not only start playing louder, they start crowding him in from...
Oh, okay, that's funny.
And then one of them hits him over the head with their instrument.
Oh, so he was in on the bit?
And then he fell down or something.
Oh, okay, then he wouldn't be pissed.
No, he wouldn't be pissed at Jon Stewart.
At that. It was probably, backstage cue, something.
Tom, no, go here. No, but in rehearsal I went here. Tom.
All right, no, you go now. And he probably walked out like, fucking asshole.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a big star. I know, that's happened to me.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Bye, sweet.
Earl, you watched the Oscars last night?
Some of it, yeah.
Did the black man represent?
Was it 3-6 Mafia?
Yeah, they
they
rocked the house.
I cringed during that
First
whole
hip-hop performance on the Oscars, I believe?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't like it very much.
That was a little much. I think it left the audience a little shocked and scared.
Yeah, it's like, could you have worn a suit for one night to this thing?
No.
I like the fact they didn't wear a suit, though. Good for them. They shouldn't have fucking faggoty ceremony.
And I couldn't understand a word they were saying during that
What were they
speech.
saying? Is that
think-
some kind of secret language that the black people are coming up with?
That is extremely dirty South. It was just like,
Was it? Where are they from?
Memphis, I think.
Memphis. I swear to you, I'm not kidding. I thought they were from the islands or somewhere where they were speaking another language. I had no clue what the hell they were saying.
Wait, we might have their
We have some audio. Earl, can you
translate for us?
Your family's from the South, right?
Yes, not that far south.
No?
Raise the mic, Earl. What are you doing? You're going to break your back. You keep leaning in.
It's all right. You can take a seat, whatever Earl wants
relax.
to do.
Earl's from the South.
new Earl.
South Bronx.
Earl.
And the Oscar goes to... It's hard out here. Yeah, boy.
All right.
Houston, Cedric Coleman, and Paul Bogart. Hard out for them.
This is the first Academy Award and nomination for Jordan Houston, Cedric Coleman, and Paul Beauregard.
Right.
Hey, we want to thank Keith Young, our choreographer. Yes. Man, help me out. Whole Sony Records, Lisa Ellis, our moms, our whole family. Thank you, Jesus. Selecto Hits for giving us a chance. The Academy, we love the Academy. You know what I'm saying? Gil Case, everybody, man. We love you. Hell, I got plenty of time left. I don't know nobody else tonight. I want to thank everybody, man.
Something about a plantain?
Yeah. Once again, our families. Ludacris, Johnny, what's up? Going down. George Clooney, my favorite man. He showed me love when I first met him. Tennessee, we bring the house. We out of here. Live in Tennessee.
Nice.
They were nice.
I have no idea what he was saying. At one point, he said something that sounded like a plantain.
No, thanks to Gil Cates, and he thanked George Clooney. He was saying we didn't have a lot
You
of...
thanked George Clooney in there?
He goes, yeah, he was really nice when I met him. Thank
Stop
you.
it. You are
They thanked
understanding that.
Ludacris.
Yeah, I heard that
You
part.
think the label?
Jimmy
the label.
Norton, I heard.
Yes, Jimmy Norton, get that celebrity picture doll. It was like all kind of quiet and southern, but it was good.
Wow.
Who needs books?
Books, schmucks.
That's what I say.
Earl, do you feel that black people are represented poorly at the Oscars by the awards that they give them or the roles that they choose to nominate them for?
Good question. Fair enough, sir.
I think you got to take the roles that you're offered because they don't. Blacks aren't developing the movies. They're not, producing the films. So
I think
they
they
have to.
Soul Plane, excuse me.
That's not what I mean.
Or Tyler Medea's, whatever that thing is.
Right, that's making a fortune.
Oh, making a fortune.
Another guy dressed as a fat black woman making a fortune. #1 at the theaters again this
I
week.
think it's made like $60 million.
Unbelievable.
That's not what I was saying, sweetie.
Yeah.
It's the roles that they're getting.
I wasn't criticizing them for taking the roles. What I was saying is, do you think that they only get nominated for a certain place where people are comfortable seeing them?
Yes, I think so. Because Denzel won for playing a dirty cop as opposed to winning for Malcolm X. And I don't know.
I said that already.
Yeah, but what about
listening to our program?
what about
Back
the
office.
and then the
You should hang out with Christine.
Took my
I like Earl.
point.
It's our only link really to the black community when it comes to stuff like this.
That was my point, though. Bill.
That Earl
Earl, I made it.
reiterated.
I agree with it. What do you want?
But I mean,
Yeah.
Why don't we move on to something much more important? Who was your favorite dead person of the year?
Pryor.
Pryor got good applause, but I don't think he was the favorite dead person of the year.
now probably Shelley Winters, those fucking assholes.
Yes.
Our last part of our Oscar coverage
Oh, still an Oscar coverage.
is Lauren Bacall.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Little problem with Lauren?
Earl,
Yeah.
what's the problem? I didn't see it.
She had a little problem with the prompter.
Oh.
Walking up to it, reading it, walking away
It
from
was
it.
a little uncomfortable.
It was very uncomfortable.
Is it gay if I just rest my cock on Joaquin Phoenix's cleft palate and let it just sit in the divot?
Let me look. Yes. Yes, it is.
By the way,
the chart.
Let's go to Josh in Florida. Josh?
Hey, I don't know if you guys noticed last night when they were giving away that ridiculous list of all the people that died, but they snubbed Don Knotts. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
Wait a minute. Don Knotts, Dennis Weaver, and Davin McGavin.
All right, I got it.
Those are three they snubbed.
Had they done
No,
films?
they didn't. I got
Why?
an answer.
Why?
You would think maybe they already had the piece edited and done.
Yeah.
And they couldn't go back to the piece. No, they died in 2006.
Good call.
They'll be
on next year's, and people will go, "Ooh, that was next year." That what? Than?
Good point.
What?
Than is saying something.
What is dumb Than
Than
saying?
is talking, and I can't hear him. Yes, Than?
They did include Chris Penn. So
They included Chris Penn.
They did.
Now, why would they include Chris Penn?
Here's my question. I'm sure maybe
Very good, Than.
Did Don Knotts do a lot of films?
Don Knotts did a shitload of films. They all stunk.
Oh, yeah.
But they were wonderful.
Hot lead and cold feet.
What about Mr. Lippet, where he played the cartoon fish?
And there was a movie he did with Apple in the title.
The Apple Dumpling Gang.
Was that the one?
Oh, that was a scary one.
Look how many films Don Knotts was in. Just stop it already.
You might remember a little movie called Burke's Law.
How about Bob Denver? Old Gilligan.
He's dead, right?
As he
When
should
did he
be.
Well, that might have been last
That'd
year.
be hilarious if they weren't important enough to make the dead list.
Absolutely, you cornball.
For God's sake, return to Mayberry.
Let's go to Mike in Atlanta. Mike?
Hey, oh man, that most awkward moment of the night had to be Lauren Bacall. Looked like she was having a stroke live on stage.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but...
I think she has Parkinson's.
Oh.
Man, she was just stammering all over the place.
Well, we got her audio. Let's take a listen.
Ew, we just went, like a bunch of chicks.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh.
Guys.
Listen to the audio. Lauren Bacall from last night. She's still walking.
Thank you.
Oh, my God.
Pompous music. Yeah, Earl's got work to do. Go produce, Earl.
That would have been
Love ya.
funny. They should have had Lauren Bacall just walking to the podium the entire night.
Just like she starts out at the beginning of the show walking, and they do the show, and when she finally makes it to the podium, it's her time to talk.
Yeah, and the announcer just pops in every once in a while with, ladies and gentlemen, Lauren Bacall. Lauren Bacall. Lauren Bacall.
Lauren Bacall. Rupert Pupkin.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, wonderful Rupert Pupkin. Rupert Pupkin. It's that pompous music, that Oscar music. Isn't it just so self-important?
Dude, but you don't understand, man. They were talking about AIDS when nobody else was.
When people were whispering about it.
Well, I will say, though, comedians were talking about it, too. Shit dick.
Yeah.
And we weren't fucking sugarcoating it.
When other people were whispering about it, they were talking about, can I suck your cock?
Stewart's last laugh. What are they saying on MSNBC about Jon Stewart?
Last laugh?
Pot it up, Hawk.
Maybe they're saying that he bombed.
Well, maybe we could get it in the office. If it's anything, please bring it in. I thought he did a great job. If they're trashing him or saying that, that's the beginning.
When did I stop liking Whoopi Goldberg? I liked her in the 80s. She was very talented. When did she?
No, she wasn't.
All right, here we go. Don Knotts died February 24th, 06.
Yep.
Chris Penn died January 24th, 06.
Okay, it's 06.
So there must be some kind of cutoff. You have to die by a certain day.
by a certain date, or you
January.
don't qualify.
How about these?
You have to qualify for the dead guy
How
list?
about these stupid guys that throw the montage pieces together and work a little overtime and add Don Knotts to the damn reel?
How hard could it be to throw Don Knotts in there?
Why is the joke on Stewart? What's that mean?
Did
I don't
by
know.
Angelina Jolie. I do have some sad news to report. Bjork couldn't be here tonight. She was trying on her Oscar dress, and Dick Cheney shot her.
They'll clap at a Cheney joke.
The comedian also took aim at Hollywood bad boy Russell Crowe when his film Cinderella Man lost the award for achievement in makeup.
Imagine the difficulty in making Russell Crowe look like he got into a fight.
Good line.
Stewart didn't miss a beat when rappers 3 6 Mafia won the Oscar for Best Song. It's hard out here for a pimp.
I think it just got a little easier out here for a pimp. By the way, for those of you who are keeping score at home, I just want to make something very clear. Martin Scorsese, 0 Oscars, 3 6 Mafia, 1.
That's good, see?
Will Stewart be back to host again? We don't know. But if so, he joked next time he'd be more relaxed.
You know, as I watched Brokeback Mountain win for Best Adapted Screenplay, I couldn't help but think to myself, I didn't know we could wear jeans. If I ever get to do this again, I'm coming here in overalls.
That was NBC's Matt Lauer reporting. I thought it was funny. I think that the Hollywood crowd's a tough crowd.
I think so, too. And it's definitely a lot harder than it looks. That's for sure. Maybe some people just, they didn't get his humor, you know?
He did
We'll
great.
You, our
I
question
know.
of the day. What did you think of Jon Stewart's performance?
Oh, the question of the day.
Question of the day.
Oscar winning or a flop?
That is a sickening thing, by the way, that Scorsese has never won an Oscar. The fucking Academy should be firebombed.
All right, here's more Lauren Bacall. Jon Stewart did a terrific job.
When we last left her, she was still walking toward the podium.
That's right.
Thank you.
So far, so good.
Sounds like Nathan Lane.
Born in the 1940s, before the age of television, there was a style of film that audiences really loved. They were black and white, with lots of shadows and low camera angles. Called film noir, it was employed by some of the greatest directors of the time. Orson Welles, Otto Preminger, Billy Wilder, Howard Hawks, and John Huston are just a few of the innovators who gave us a classic look and feel that has influenced filmmakers of every generation. Their movies were a sharp breakthrough, break in style as well from the major studio pictures that preceded them. Their themes of mystery, romance, danger, and cynicism gave us some of the most memorable characters and moments in the history of movies.
Hello, exactly!
I've heard Hawk give smoother explanations to Opie.
You use your tongue prettier than a $20 whore.
That was a little uncomfortable.
That was just a bit.
We're doing Oscar chatter.
Chit chat.
Live from the Kodak Theater at Hollywood and Highland in Los Angeles, California, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences invites you to the 78th Annual Academy Awards. And now, here are your hosts, Opie and Anthony, spreading the virus.
That's pretty cool.
Hey, there you go.
But someone got that for us. I don't remember who, though.
Oh, God.
Whoever it was.
I don't want to remember.
Very nice of her.
Yes. All right, that's enough on the Oscars, I guess.
I like when we do Oscar chatter.
Chatter.